Ready, Rich? I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call of Alderman.
Alderman Heisler. Here. Alderman Kinsella. Here. Alderman Meyer.
Here.
Alderman Schmidt.
Here.
Alderman Ridgewitz.
Here.
Alderman Randall.
Here.
Alderman Anthony.
Here.
Alderman Davidson.
Here.
Alderman Silsby.
Here.
Alderman Hayden.
Here.
Alderman Seibert.
Here.
Alderman White.
Here.
Alderman Galletti.
Here.
Alderman Musgrove.
Here.
Alderman Orlett.
Here.
Alderman Schneider.
Here.
All the aldermen are present. Roll call of department heads.
Police Chief Clay. Fire Chief Poor. City Attorney Horner.
Here.
Ken Vaughn. Royce Carlisle. Jamie Matrit. Tim Gregowitz. Jim Schneider. Leander Spearman. Chuck Schaefer. Bob Sabo. Debbie Belleville. City Treasurer Hart.
Here. Mike Parks is here for Chuck Schaefer. Lieutenant Colonel Sparger is here for Chief Clay, and Kenny Vaughn is excused. With that said, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I'd like to note and welcome a group of students here from Bell Valley School tonight. They're here observing as part of a, I guess, an ongoing year-long project. Is that correct? So this is part of their project to observe a public meeting. So we're glad to have you. It's always great to have many of the school students come throughout the years, and scouts, et cetera, visit meetings. So if you have any questions afterwards that we can answer, feel free. At this time, I would like to go over the, there's no public hearing this evening, but I would like to go over the, make sure everybody remembers the evacuation. If we did have a need to leave the building, as far as any fire or smoke, we'd ask you to carefully, quietly go out the front door, cross the street, and meet in front of the sign at the St. Clair County Courthouse so that we could kind of evaluate the situation and get a head count best we can. If we had a storm ever and you were in this room and we ask you to go to the storm area, the police officers would guide you to the stairway across from the clerk's office, go downstairs, and seek shelter there until the all clear was given. We're going to open public participation in just a second, and we will ask that once I call on you to, if you do choose to speak tonight, to try to keep your comments to 2 to 3 minutes, and to try to stay focused on some item that's current to the city's business or to the agenda items. So at this time, does anyone like to have, anybody care to say anything during public participation? Yes, sir.
Stuart Lannert, 318 South 29th Street, Belleville. Friday night I had two signs stolen out of my yard relating to Lindenwood, so I'm just assuming that the Lindenwooders done it. And I told Tom Capalelli, the chief of security at Lindenwood, about it, and he said I'm not saying he will, but he said he'd look into it. And this business out by the shrine, I'm trying to figure out, anytime Belleville does anything, they always have when there was going to be a parking, they had a parking study. When they have a stoplight, they have a stoplight study, which usually costs several $1,000s. And now this thing with the hotels and restaurants, I've never heard of a study, and I'm highly curious of where are the patrons for 4 restaurants and 2 hotels going to come from. Sounds to me like it's that place like in Collinsville when they ripped up all this ground and run out the gun club over to the end of the runway at Scott Air Force Base, and it costs the county thousands of dollars to try to get the gun club closed, but the gun club's still there. And Big Daddy's 618, you can't hardly read the crime blotter without some disturbance going on at Big Daddy's. And here we got 3 incidents in this paper right here where Big Daddy's is going to be involved in some city function. I just wonder if the police are going to be there. Okay. Oh yeah, and they want to annex the shrine. The shrine is about wore out, and it's going to need a lot of infrastructure work. And it looks like the Belleville taxpayer is going to be stuck with that. Why don't they just, if they want to annex property, why don't they just annex property but leave the shrine alone and let the shrine handle their own roads and infrastructure? Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else this evening? Hearing none, I'm going to close public participation. And under presentations, recognitions, and appointments, last meeting we talked quite a bit, and the gentleman from the Carpenters Local 662 had a conflict that night because our meeting had moved to a Tuesday that last month, or earlier, 2 weeks ago. And I'd like to ask Todd Pruitt to come forward. Todd, are the rest of the guys, you the lone soldier here tonight? Anybody else here from the Carpenters tonight? If you'd come up, I want to recognize you and give you these certificates for those of you who were here last meeting, and we discussed and we recognized our Chris Kindle. Carol, you want to come up and maybe you can present them to him. Our Chris Kindle mark was very successful, and the Carpenters from the very beginning agreed to help us, and they recruited a lot of journeyman carpenter and union carpenters to come down. Their union really built these things, and none of them could be here last meeting. But Todd, this certificate Carol's going to hand to you is for your community spirit and generous donation of your personal time. The hard work and long hours you enthusiastically contributed to the 2014 Belleville Chris Kindle Mark. The City of Belleville thanks you. It's a very small token of our appreciation. We also have one for your fellow Dan Barger, who's in the office with you out there at the Carpenters Local, and also Shane Hoyer. These were the 3 gentlemen who came from the Carpenters Union, and they were out there. Todd himself was there countless hours. I know my son Luke, who is a union carpenter, and we mentioned that last. I have a certificate for him. He's home with the flu tonight, otherwise he'd be here. Last month was union meeting, so they couldn't come. But Todd, we really appreciate all of you, and there was several other union carpenters that we recognized at the last meeting. I did that last time. I'm not allowed to have water anymore. But anyway, they really went above and beyond their call to duty, and we appreciate it. The Chris Kindle Market, we had business owners to here today from downtown redevelopment, and they made mention of how successful this Christmas season was. And it was greatly to this project, and you guys made it happen because without your labor, we wouldn't have had buildings for them to be in. So we thank you very, very much. Okay. What was the chances of doing that? Two meetings in a row. Okay. Well, at least it didn't hit the phone. Okay, at this time, and again, you know, we talked today about the Chris Kindle Market and the possibilities for the future, and it's just a great. It really was a great thing, and it was a great volunteer effort by many. But some of these guys, like I just said, some of them literally gave hundreds of hours, and it was hundreds of hours of craftsmen. So we were very fortunate to have these guys help the city so much. We move on now to the approval of the minutes from the last city council. Mr.
7A.
I'm sorry, 7A.
Word of the month is trustworthiness.
You know what?
You didn't get the revised copy.
I didn't get the revised copy. Okay, so much for my packet. Okay. The word of the month is the truthfulness in words and actions, being honest and reliable in words and action. As you know, each month, and the students here from Bell Valley know this better than anyone, I'm sure they study the words of the month each and every month. We try to read this each and every month at the beginning of the month here at City Council to follow the 12 points of the character words. And I'm glad you followed. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened to me, but I got a draft instead of the final draft. But anyway, thank you very much. And the word for the month is truthfulness. Okay, now we move on to the City Council minutes approval from January. It should be January 20th. Mr. Kinsella noted on the thing. So I'd ask for a motion to approve the City Council meetings in your packet, the minutes in your packet, to have them filed from January 20th, 2015. What's your pleasure?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Kinsella, second by Alderman Meyer. Any discussion on those minutes? All in favor of accepting and filing the minutes signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We have the executive session minutes from January 20th also, it would be, I believe, right? And these are not for release, but they're just for approval while they're fresh in our minds. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Kinsella, second by Alderman Seibert. Discussion on those minutes? All in favor of approving those executive session minutes and not to release them yet, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Claims, payroll, and disbursements. What's your pleasure?
Make a motion, Your Honor, to pay the claims, payroll, and disbursements. So moved.
Motion by Alderman Heisler. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Schneider. Do I hear discussion? Roll call.
Heisler.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Ridgewitz.
Aye.
Randall. Anthony.
Aye.
Davidson.
Aye.
Silsby.
Aye.
Hayden.
Aye.
Seibert.
Aye.
White.
Aye.
Galletti.
Aye.
Musgrove.
Aye.
Orlett. Schneider.
Aye.
Motion carries. City Attorney's report dated January 30th, 2015. Do I hear a motion to receive and file? Motion by Alderman Schmidt. Do I hear a second? Alderman Meyer. Do I hear any discussion? All in favor of accepting and filing signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Oral reports. Want to go ahead and read the zoning board? What did we do?
Oh, yes,
Sorry.
11A1, January 15, Megan Cato and Julie Arrett requesting a use variance in order to operate a photography studio at 318 Muscuda Avenue, located in A1 Single Family Zoning District.
Do I hear a motion? I'm sorry? Motion to approve. Second, motion by Alderman Galletti, second by Alderman Schneider, to approve this and have the proper ordinance drawn. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Communications.
12A, request from the Ancient Order of Hibernians to hold the 13th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade on Saturday, March 14, 2015, from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m., requesting 8 sets of barricades to be placed at the parade assembly lot, and requesting that traffic control be handled by the Belleville Police Department. 12B, request from 9 Shriners to hold their Circus Days Parade on Friday, May 29, 2015, commencing at 7:30 p.m., and assistance from the Belleville Police Department. Also permission to locate the reviewing stand on the southeast quadrant of the public square and to be provided with barricades to be placed around the reviewing stand. 12C, request from Georgie Hilgard, American Legion Post 58, asking permission to hold their annual Belleville Memorial Day Parade on Monday, May 25, 2015, starting at 10 a.m. 12D, request from the Greater Belleville Chamber of Commerce to enhance the chili cook-off by holding the 3rd annual Chili Chase 5K and Kids Pepper Dash on Saturday, October 3rd, 2015 at 9 a.m. Police assistance is being requested for traffic control. 12E, Belleville Main Street closure request for 2015. 1, Saturday, March 14th. Following the Ancient Order of Hibernians St. Patrick's Day Parade, Belleville Main Street would like to request the following street closures. St. Patrick's Day Block Party, together with the Belleville Main Street Committee, Big Daddy 618 and 7 Restaurant and Lounge, would like to request that East Main Street between Jackson Street and Charles Street remain closed following the parade until 1 a.m., as well as High Street between East Main Street and East Washington Street. St. Patrick's Day Parade at Pitchers requests the following. The parade West Main Street between 1st and 2nd Street remains closed until 1 a.m. for live music on the street. BMS is requesting the city's assistance with the placement of barricades at the event locations noted on the attached map. Use delivery and set up tear down of picnic tables and the placement and pickup of trash receptacles. The affected business in this downtown special service area have been notified and have signed off an approval that this event will have no impact on their business on the specified date and time. 12E2, Saturday, April 25th, Big Daddy 618 would like to request the closure of 1 block of East Main Street, placing barricades at Church Street and East Main Street and at Charles Street and East Main Street for their 10th anniversary block party. The closure will be between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 midnight. The event will consist of live music and food. The affected businesses in this downtown special service area have been notified and have signed off on approval that this event will have no impact on their business on the specified date and time. 12E3, Saturday, June 6th. Belleville Main Street would like to kick off the 2015 Summer in Downtown Belleville with the third annual Brew and Q Challenge. Together with Chick Fritz Distribution and the Belleville Chamber of Commerce, Big Daddy 618 would like to co-sponsor a one-day People's Choice Barbecue Challenge. The event would take place on Saturday, June 6, 2015 from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. This event would require the closure of 2 blocks on East Main Street, placing barricades at Jackson Street and East Main Street, at Church Street and East Main Street, and at Charles Street and East Main Street, between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. BMS is requesting the city's assistance with the placement of barricades at the event location noted on the attached map, use, delivery, and setup, tear down of picnic tables, and placement and pickup of trash receptacles. The affected businesses in this downtown special service area have been notified and have signed off on approval that this event will have no impact on their business on the specified date and time. 12E4. Thursday, June 18th. As you know, Diva Night is a Belleville Main Street monthly event that occurs on the third Thursday of each month. The Facial Rejuvenation Center would like to host and sponsor the Diva Night after party on Thursday, June 18th, 2015 from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The after party event will require the closure of North High Street from Main Street to the end of their building on 3 North High Street. The parking lot behind the Lincoln Theater will remain accessible for public use. The affected businesses in this downtown special service area have been notified and have signed off on approval that this event will have no impact on their business on the specified date and time frame. Setup for the event would begin at 3 p.m. and teardown will likely take place between 9 and 10 p.m. BMS is requesting the city's assistance with the placement of barricades at the event location and the placement and pickup of trash receptacles. 12E5. Thursday, July 16th, as stated above, Diva Night is a Belleville Main Street monthly event that occurs on the third Thursday of each month. Here on Main, Tavern on Main would like to host and sponsor the beach party music on Main Diva Night on Thursday, July 16th, 2015 from 4 p.m. to 12 midnight. The event will require the closure of Church Street, which barricades will be placed at East Main Street and A Street. The event will consist of Diva Night as well as live music on the plaza for the Miller Family Memorial. The affected businesses in this downtown special service area have been notified and have signed off on approval that this event will have no impact on their business on the specified date and time frame. Setup for the event would begin at 3 p.m. BMS is requesting the city's assistance with the placement of barricades in the event location and the placement and pickup of trash receptacles. 12E6, Thursday, August 20th, 7 Restaurant and Lounge would like to host sponsor the back-to-school event Diva Night on Thursday, August 20th, 2015 from 4 p.m. to 12 midnight. The event will require the closure of High Street with barricades placed at East Main Street and East Washington Street. The affected businesses in this downtown special service area have been notified and have signed off on approval that this event will have no impact on their business on the specified date and time frame. Setup for the event would begin at 3 p.m. 12F. It feels like 12S. Request from Belleville Christkindl Market for their second annual Belleville Christkindl Market Daily from November 27th through December 23rd, 2015 was set up the week of November 16th, 2015. The Christkindl Market will be set up on the two quads, southeast and northeast, adjacent to the public square downtown. The hours would be Sunday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and November 27th, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., requesting traffic control, police, electric trash containers, and picnic tables.
Alderman Schmidt,
I move we grant all of these closures as requested.
second by Alderman Hayden. We have a motion and we have a second. Do I have discussion? All in favor of approving the list of closures as just read and as written in front of you for 2015 signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Petitions, we have none. Resolution, I'd ask for a motion to read by title only, resolution number 3211.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Silsby. Do I hear a second? Second by Alderman Schmidt. Do I hear discussion on reading by title only? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
14A, resolution number 3211, a resolution setting a public hearing date for the expansion of the City of Belleville Enterprise Zone.
Motion to approve resolution 3211. So moved.
Motion by Alderman Silsby, second by Alderman Schmidt. Do I hear discussion? Roll call.
Heisler.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Ridgewitz.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Anthony. Davidson.
Aye.
Silsby. Hayden.
Aye.
Seibert. White. Galletti. Musgrove. Orlett. Schneider.
Aye.
Motion carries. At this time, I'd ask for a motion to read by title only, ordinance number 7843.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Silsby, second by Alderman Schmidt. All in favor of reading by title only signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
15A, ordinance number 7843, January 15, Megan Cato and Julia Arrett.
Motion to approve ordinance 7843. So moved.
Motion by Alderman Silsby, second by Alderman Galletti. Discussion? Roll call.
Heisler.
Aye.
Kinsella. Meyer.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Ridgewitz. Randall. Anthony. Davidson. Silsby. Hayden. Seibert. White. Galletti. Musgrove. Orlett. Schneider.
Aye.
Motion carries. Do we have any unfinished business? This time I'd ask for miscellaneous, yes, ma'am.
I have some questions. Maybe it should be directed to Eric. We are sending out letters to verify that the businesses are upholding their agreements on the development agreements. Have you got any of the farms sent back yet from the ones that you sent out in December? Oh, I had asked for copies of how they answered the agreement form.
As you know, Alderman Schneider, we've been two people short in that office, and Cassie just came on board a couple days ago. Eric's been a one-man show here. He's been very swamped.
I would appreciate it as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay, this time I'd ask for a motion to approve the motor fuel claims in the amount of $11,540.95. Motion by Alderman Seibert, second by Alderman Hayden. Any discussion on motor fuel claims? Roll call.
Heisler.
Aye.
Kinsella. Meyer.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Ridgewitz. Randall. Anthony. Davidson. Silsby. Hayden. Seibert. White. Galletti. Musgrove. Orlett. Schneider.
Aye.
Motion carries. At this time I'd ask for a motion. Yes, sir.
Quick question. Under miscellaneous, we'd received in the last packet, a memorandum from the city clerk in reference to the codification dated 1/15/2015. Is there any action this body needs to take? Because it looked like there was an actual agreement in there, but I've not seen it on the agenda.
Yeah, I can take that. Actually, after speaking with Garrett, we determined that it would be best to put the funds into my clerk's office budget. And what we'll do is over 2 years, we'll pay for the linking agreement. The reason for moving forward with that service is so that the public will be able to actually click on, when they look through our code book online, they'll be able to click on and see the actual ordinance that we pass here and be able to read that. So it's probably the most important thing, other than the fact that we're recodifying, the fact that we're making it publicly available. So, but it's going to be in my own budget.
But there's no further action, 'cause it looked like this were some amendments or something.
No action is necessary yet, because we're going, after they complete the initial manuscript, we're gonna have a meeting with them and talk about all the options and try to bring all the options to the city council at one time.
Excellent, thank you.
Yes, ma'am? No? Okay, I'd ask for a motion to go in executive session for the purpose of discussion, personnel litigation, workers' compensation, or property acquisition or title transfer of property.
So moved.
We have motion by Alderman Schmidt. Do I have a second? Second by Alderman Meyer. All in favor of going into executive session signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Ladies and gentlemen, we will go in executive session. When we come back, we have one Well, I tell you what, those kids deserve an extra grade if they stuck around. They get extra credit for sticking around. Okay, we're back in open session. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd ask for a motion to approve a settlement of a workman's comp claim with a person from the street department in an amount of $18,750.15. Alderman Galletti, and the second by Alderman Schmidt. Any discussion on the motion? Roll call.
Heisler. Kinsella. Meyer. Schmidt. Ridgewitz. Randall. Anthony. Davidson. Silsby. Hayden. Seibert. White. Galletti. Musgrove. Orlett. Schneider.
Aye.
Motion carries. Motion to adjourn. Motion by Alderman Meyer, second by Alderman Schmidt. All in favor of adjournment signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.